YouTube, it's Team Bullgas coming at you with another deck profile. It's a blue, red, black, green deck. It's a control deck. It's a little bit more on the aggressive side, but it is more or less a control deck. Let's get right into it. We have two Aqua Seneschals. Good against the aggro matchup. Kills with like their Aqua Seneschals and their Razor Hides, and if they were playing Rush, they Blaze Belcher, which is more or less what my entire blue section is to do to shut down the aggro matchup. So I run 3 Refi, 2 Frogzooka, 3 Logo Scan, and a Veil Vortex. It's just good bounce and a good trigger to have. Let's get right into the red section. Play 2 Gila Flames. It combos off really good with the Gigahorn Chargers, which I'll explain later. 3 Tornado Flames for the Dragon matchup. Really sets them back a turn, which is vital in control. Barrage for the Rush matchups. Let's get rid of weenies on the board and stuff like that. And 2 Voltails is a great finisher to have. Fast attacking Double Breaker. Get to the dark section. We have, it's a little weird dark section. We have 1 Spectre Claw. The only reason I run 1 is if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's not vital. It's just a card to have, especially if you start having your opponent top deck. Have 2 Fumes, 3 Bone Blades, 3 Terrapits. This is a trigger kill lineup. Reason I don't run Razor Kender is not that he's bad. It's that because it's a little bit on the aggressive side, I want to, keep that push going. And I attack 1 Zagan the Bone Knight. Reason being, he's a turn 6 for 7. Double Breaker. He's very big. He puts a lot of pressure on the board, and he can stop your opponent from going off. So if you're facing something like a Hyper Speed or an aggro deck, it can kill off the Bull Glass if they decide to swing with it, and really set their pushback. Same thing with like Voltails and stuff like that. And it's not too many blockers that can handle it, so he becomes a great finisher within himself. And of course, the Skull Shatter for the control matchup. And my favorite section, the nature section. So we're running 3 Bronze Arm Tribe, 2 Great Arena. Great Arena is good because I have 11 targets for it in this deck between the Gila Flames and the Frogzookas and stuff like that. So he really lets me combo all, especially with Gila Flames if you're running low on stuff. You can just summon Gila Flame, draw a card, and it's just like a +1 every turn. And it helps you survive Skull Shatter. 3 Gigahorn Chargers. Now, the reason I'm running 3, it has a pretty good amount of finishers in this deck, and it's real toolboxy. I like to grab whatever I need, whether it's a blocker, late game, if it's a Gila Flame and swinging for a game later on. Especially late game with Gila Flame, because then I get a body, and I get a Gila Flame in my hand, which is swinging the same turn. My key finisher, 3 Terror Dragon. This card is amazing. Its ability is the Root Grapple. It can send anything on your opponent's battle zone level 8 or lower to the mana zone, which is pretty much every finisher in the game. It's 9,000, so again, once he's on the board, he can revenge kill just about anything. The only blocker that can stop him is Grand Gear, and he's susceptible to his effect. And on top of that, he's a Double Breaker. And running nature, so 9 mana isn't as hard. You normally hit 9 mana around turn 7, turn 8, so you'll hit it 1 or 2 turns early. And at 3, he's just really good. No one really has answers to him except for kill spells, and with the Voltails, he's really, really vital. And 3 Root Traps, just again, more triggers to round it back off. Key with the deck is, again, it's more the aggressive side, even though it's a control deck. It's not aggressive enough to be aggro, but it's aggressive enough that if I'm playing control, I can push it and keep it on its heels the whole time. And controlling enough that if it is faced against a rush or aggro matchup, it can bounce it back up. Which I know I just described aggro, but until you play it, and I know you've seen like the card selection, it's pretty much a control deck. Test it out. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. This is YouTube Team Bullgas signing out.